Have you ever wondered what's really happening in your brain and your body when you sip down that warm cup of coffee or possibly an energy drink? What exactly is caffeine? Caffeine is actually classified as a psychoactive drug. It's the most widely used psychoactive substance globally. Caffeine has a powerful impact on our central nervous system. So, to understand caffeine, we really have to talk about adenosine receptors. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter. It signals to your brain that you're ready to relax and wind down. So, think of adenosine as a sort of internal timer. The more time you spend awake, the more adenosine accumulates. And by evening, when you have a lot of adenosine built up, it sends strong signals to your brain that it's really time for sleep. But here's where caffeine comes into play. Caffeine is chemically similar to adenosine. So when you drink that cup of coffee or that tea, caffeine can actually bind to these same receptors. So unlike adenosine though, caffeine doesn't slow down cell activity. Instead, it blocks the receptors without activating them. And this keeps your neurons firing and your energy levels up. But there's more to it. Once your brain detects this high level of activity, it releases a cascade of stimulating hormones, including adrenaline. So here's a quick breakdown of what adrenaline does to the body. First, it dilates the pupils. Your pupils widen to take in more light, enhancing your vision. Number two, it opens your airways. And this helps you take in more oxygen, which is why caffeine can be beneficial to people with respiratory issues. Number three, it speeds up your heart rate. Your heart pumps more blood to supply your muscles with oxygen. Number four, it increases blood sugar. So the liver starts releasing extra glucose for an instant energy boost, which is why caffeine can be used as a pre-workout. And number five, it enhances muscle tension. You're literally more on edge, ready for action. And there are three big benefits that caffeine brings to the table with fitness. So number one, caffeine can help boost your energy. Number two, it can enhance your endurance. So studies show that caffeine can improve endurance overall, and it makes it particularly useful for cardio-based activities. Caffeine reduces your perception of effort, meaning you feel less tired even as you push yourself harder. And the third way it can help with fitness is promoting fat burning. Caffeine enhances thermogenesis, which is your body's ability to burn calories for heat. And this means that your metabolic rate is elevated, even if it's just a slight boost. Plus, caffeine mobilizes fatty acids, and that helps the body use more stored fat as fuel during exercise. So for people focused on fat loss, caffeine can be a helpful addition overall. And all these benefits really make caffeine an effective tool for a lot of people, especially when you combine this with a good diet and consistent exercise. But as we know, caffeine isn't perfect. It also has its drawbacks, especially if it's overused or used at the wrong times. So, first of all, caffeine can lead to tolerance or dependency because over time the body really adapts to regular caffeine use, meaning you need higher doses to feel the same effect. And this can lead to dependence. And if you're trying to quit or reduce your caffeine intake, you might experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches, irritability, or fatigue. Number two, the drawback with caffeine is increased heart rate and blood pressure. So since caffeine triggers adrenaline, it can raise your blood pressure and your heart rate. This isn't typically harmful in kind of mild doses or moderate doses, but it is something to watch, especially if you already have cardiovascular health issues or are sensitive to stimulants. And the third one, which is perhaps the most critical downside for any type of fitness enthusiast, is how caffeine impacts your sleep. Because good sleep is essential for muscle recovery and mental clarity. But since caffeine has a half-life of around 4 to 6 hours, consuming it too late in the day can really interfere with your natural sleep cycle, and this leads to poor rest and poor recovery. So knowing these downsides, it's essential to strike a balance in your caffeine consumption. using it as a tool rather than becoming reliant on it. So let's talk about how to use caffeine positively to support your fitness goals without really going overboard. So number one, timing is everything. For best effects, caffeine consumption about 30 to 45 minutes before your workout is the key. And this gives it time to kick in and really enhance your workout performance. Avoid caffeine late in the day, especially if sleep is crucial for you. Number two, use it strategically. Instead of consuming caffeine daily, consider saving it for your tougher workout days. This way, your body doesn't build up a high tolerance for caffeine and then you need more and more, but you still get that kick when you need it most. And number three, for fitness, pair caffeine with other healthy habits. So hydrate well and eat a balanced diet. Make sure that you're staying hydrated, especially if you're training intensely. So now let's shift to some practical tips and safe doses for caffeine. If you're new to caffeine, start with a low dose of around 100 milligrams and then gradually increase if needed. Some pre-workouts that you get before your workout will contain very high levels of caffeine, and this can be excessive. So pay attention to the label, and it tells you on there how much caffeine is actually in each serving. And start with minimal amounts. Start with under 100 milligrams of caffeine. And then try cycling your caffeine use. Take breaks occasionally to reset your tolerance and avoid dependence. So let's answer some common questions about caffeine use in fitness. This one came in from a listener that said, should I use caffeine every time I work out? Well, that's a good question. I recommend using it selectively to prevent tolerance and to really keep the effects fresh. Think of it as a boost for your most challenging days. This question came from one of our 4% members that is a part of our community. How can I tell if I'm consuming too much caffeine? That's a really good question. If you're feeling jittery, anxious, or finding it hard to sleep, these could be signs of too much caffeine. Also, if you feel like you can't get through the day without using caffeine, that's a sign that you need to cut back.